Right, let's have a look at this. Bad brickwork. Bricklayers. That's a bad brickwork bricklayers. Far tail.
Yeah, little job that me and Al have been on.
Fucking. What's going on here? Like.
Just gonna show you.
Why is the profile on the middle of the wall? Like, you would put that up a corner to save you building a corner. I'll talk about that later. Anyway.
Just gonna show you this brickwork. We've not built this, by the way.
Good times, mate.
Another gang.
Good times. But what's going on with the bond? Right. That's no good either. That's goosed. That's 65mm.
Good,
right.
innit?
Oh, it's cracking. What the hell's up with that corner? What the hell's up?
Yeah, particularly like this.
Oh, that's mighty inventive. What the hell's going on here? Where's the half came from? I need to see the other side of this. I need to see the other side of this.
3/4. Squint.
Why have they got a 3/4 and a half all the way up it? You don't have halves in the middle of the wall like that unless it's Flemish bond, and even at that you don't have it like that. It's a completely different thing altogether. Right, let's see what's happening here. Right. What fucking kind of special is that? Why they got that? But no, like, you know, like that should be a full brick. Like when you get special bricks made, they're cuts that are bricks that are cut and glued together to give you a decent finish for any kind of mitered corner. But normally the length of that would be a full brick, and the length of that would be a half brick, or vice versa. No 3/4 in a full brick, or a half and a 3/4, and I don't know what's going on there. Fuck. I don't know. Like that, those quarter bricks shouldn't be a thing. Like really, like that. They should have been cutting the 3/4 return of that side of the brick down to a half, and then fair enough, they would have ended up with a 3/4 that side, but they could have just put a quarter brick in the corner and hid it and made it look decent. But instead of done that.
Wait till you see this.
Let's see it. Let's see it, champ.
This is a bond of this.
Name and shame.
I'm just doing a little film here.
Right, let me explain why bricks have bonds, right? The reason we build brick in stretcher bond, English bond, Scottish bond, Flemish bond, monk bond is because they're all structurally sound. So normally, like in stretcher bond, you've got a whole brick and two halves of each brick underneath it. That helps disperse the weight. But with this, the weight for this brick is like 80% of the weight that brick is taking is only going to that brick, 20% is going to that, 20% is going to that. Kind of, it's like basically all round in this column. If they left this like this, this would crack and fall down in X amount of time. No issues. That corner would fall away, and that would be it. Because it's not even a corner; it's just a freestanding brick at that rate. You know.
Look at that. I know. Lovely, innit?
Oh, it's cracking. Like, minted.
Just to put things into perspective. That's my thumb.
Like I say, joints are meant to be 10mm, no 40.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make a little video, Al. You've never seen a...
Oh, wait, go back. Look, a 10mm joint. 2! Nah, that's probably about 12mm. Still though, almost. They've got one there 10, one there 10, one there 10, and a really punchy tight joints there for some reason.
Never seen nothing like that.
I know.
Oh.
Right, so our quick explanation. This is why you might see bricklayers brushing their walls. After we point it, you'll 9 out of 10 times have little bits of mortar overhanging the brick like that. Let it dry for a minute, brush it. Nice finish.
Lovely.
Anyway. Well, that's apparently enough of this. Don't do this when bricklaying. Yeah, I'll get back to you eventually. Right, so I was told about this video, and it's supposedly a bricklaying tour. So, can't be that bad, surely.
The brick workshop where I'm working, students have just gone for a break. Yeah, taking all the walls down it.
This is exactly what the workshop I went to college and looked like. Hands down.
Starting to tidy up.
Just random wee walls built in places.
Rid of all the old
Remember the
bricks,
days? Good
take them down to the
times.
skip
That was before the grid took over.
and clean all these bricks up.
Yeah, when we go to college and building college, we use lime mortar that doesn't completely set. Well, it does eventually, but it takes quite a while. So you can strip the walls a lot easier, and we actually reuse the mortar as well as the brick. But the only thing about reusing the brick is when you first go to college, you're stuck with these like round corner brick that like have no RSCs at all.
While we was cleaning up, we've had some BTEC level 2 students that visit the college every Wednesday, and they
Nice.
got to do a
Represent them.
unit for their theory-based construction course, level 2 BTEC. They do lots of planning, surveying, design. But within their course they have to do practical units, and the teacher who's taking them through the brickwork unit is a surveyor. Nice fella.
Oh, why is a surveyor teaching them brickwork?
He teaches normally university, and he's taking these
Alright.
students through their practical brickwork where they've
Whoa.
got a cavity wall. I've not seen
Whoa.
any planned
Close up.
cavity wall, but apparently
Close
3
up.
blocks long, and this is the result of what they're doing.
Right, so there's a few things wrong with there, but let's see if he points them out.
Yeah, nice little stack bond there.
For the record, as much as I was ranting about that stack bond, like bricks that are just stacked on top of each other, built on top of each other, is a recognised bond, but you put a lot of like steel reinforcement through it, be it like either tram line or just anything that keeps it together. It can look really nice when it's done right. Like there's a bit more of a challenge to make a good job of it, because any slightly off-level brick or out of bond brick is noticeable for a mile away. Anyway.
I think he meant to do stack bond though. So
No, I don't think it did either. It looks like that's actually been hit after it's been built, in all fairness. That joint was definitely empty before though.
the surveyor said to me he has never laid a brick in his life before.
So why is he getting to teach BTEC students if he's never laid a brick in his life? I had 2 lectures for bricklaying. One was about late 40s and one was about 60. Peter and John, best lecturers ever. Knew their stuff. In fact, they actually technically had 2 jobs, because during the summer they'd go back on the trill when they still get paid for the college.
I said, why are you
Legends.
teaching it? You shouldn't be teaching it. And he said, well, what am I supposed to do? And that kind of discussion.
Give somebody a shout that knows what they're doing, mate.
And I bet it's not the student's fault. They've
Simple as
just been
that.
Given a trowel, the levels were locked away on Wednesday, so I don't know what they used. Probably sticks or something. Levelling. See, there's
Aye, it doesn't look like they were using sticks. Looks like they were using fucking hula hoops for checking the straight of that.
you can see in there.
Fair enough.
Quite a lot of muck in the cavity, no ties.
Right, so two things right off the bat there. There's things called wall ties, and you either build them in to connect the blockwork to the brickwork, or if you're building a timber kit house, like what I do all the time now, you nail the ties into the kit with studs behind them to take the nail, and then just bed it into the brickwork, and it helps make the structure stronger and stops the brick from falling down. And you're talking about mortar in the cavity. The whole idea of that is that can lead to damp entering the house, depending on how much ends up in the cavity. And according to NHBC, if it covers the ties, and then that makes the drip, because there's always a bend in the ties, it makes the drip and the ties fail, and allows moisture to go back into the inside structure. Don't know about that, like.
No level or plumb, no insulation. This is an absolute beauty.
In Scotland, we don't put full cavity insulation normally.
This is my favourite. It's an absolute.
Oh, took skills to build that, like.
Yes,
Took skill.
Look at that.
Aye, I was doing so well for like the first brick, and then after that second one, that was him. Game over.
Hey. But it isn't the students' fault. This is management. This is what's happening in FE colleges that have taken on construction courses.
Sad times.
This is the
real
result.
sad times.
We're flooded with people.
Like the wonder why there's so many like Wiper Simon have so many rough houses, and so many other people have such rough brickwork in their houses because of shit like this.
People that don't know. We have things like bell mixers, and the pan mixers have got to go. We're just using feb mix and sand with that lime in it to give it the texture of replicates on site. The wrong types of bricks are being all over the place.
I'll skip this a bit. Oh,
What a beauty.
I was not expecting that when I skipped that video. Blockwork actually looks not bad.
This lad apparently lost his rag, just kicked the hell out of everything.
Just gave in and just kicked it about the shop and then just walked away.
Which can happen.
Happens on site.
Not taught correctly, it can be quite frustrating, bricklaying.
Ah, my man, he was trying so hard.
Anything with wet cement can be difficult. Not being taught anything, he's just been given the blocks and a trowel.
Well, yeah, if he's just been handed the trowel, some blocks and some mortar, he done no bad. Done better than most. Done better than most.
Area. And I just wanted to hurry him out, and I'd say to him, look, this is nothing to do with me. This is not my work. He was EVing some of my students' work, external verifying. You know, but the fact that
At least that lad finished. Yeah, it's a bit of level, but 30 mil of level. It's got a curve on it, but
amateurish and awful. It's just getting stressed out. I'm putting in material orders in and getting back the wrong materials.
right, well, I think that's plenty for the day. Like that was the height of roughness in some points. Like I still don't get that those guys that came walked on the site and they were like, "Wow, look at that brickwork!" And that's like me like driving up the road and be like, "Wow, look at that blockwork there, mate." I'd get laid out. Honest to God, that's exactly what would happen if you walked on a site and you were like, "Oh, you're rough." Like, no, not even a little bit. Like, it is a shame what happened at that college. That does seem to be a common thing, or more common thing. Like, that should not be allowed. Like, quantity surveyors teaching how to lay brick, and most of them struggle to do their actual job, right? Tags. But anyway, that's enough for today for this Stains the Bricklayer. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share it maybe. But we'll upload the video and hopefully get some videos on site after the holidays, after the break. We'll see how it goes. It's really busy now. But all the best and hope you have a good year. Sneds.